Hi, I'm Kate. I'm going to show you Rank Math's fast and easy options to import your redirects from Yoast SEO Premium, other redirection plugins, your clipboard, or CSV files. Use the timestamps in the description to jump to the one you need. Import from Yoast or redirection plugins, import in bulk straight from the Redirections Manager, or import via CSV File, which is a Rank Math Pro feature. Before we start the import from other plugins, you will need to activate Rank Math. We recommend deactivating the plugin you are using for redirections, whether that is Yoast or Redirection. To import the settings and data from either of those plugins, head over to Rank Math Status and Tools. In the Import and Export area, scroll down a bit to the Other Plugins section. In the Yoast tab, you can find all the settings that Rank Math can import from Yoast. Make sure that the Import Redirections option is selected and then click on the Import button. If you use the Redirections plugin, this will be the only option available. When you have multiple source URLs to be redirected to a single destination URL, a simple way to import them is directly in the Redirections Manager. In your WordPress admin panel, navigate to Rank Math's Redirections and click on Add New. Now copy the list of URLs with each URL in a new line. Paste the list by right-clicking or use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-V in Windows and Command-V in Mac. Each URL will be added in a new row and you won't have to copy them individually. Now you can add the destination URL and click on Add Redirection to create your redirection. If you want to learn all about how to create redirections, watch the video on the card. Rank Math Pro users can import a CSV file to create or update multiple redirections at once. You can export existing redirections from your site and use spreadsheet software to edit the table that will be exported as a CSV file. Open Rank Math's Redirections Manager and click on Import and Export at the top. Switch to the Export tab and in the CSV File section, click on Export CSV. Then, just open the table in your software of choice. For this example, we'll use Google Sheets, since it makes collaboration from several team members easier. If you're creating the table from scratch, know that it needs to have at least one source and one destination for each redirection. However, it can also have all the information you would input in the Redirection Manager. In source URL and destination URL, you can just paste the part of the URL that comes after the website's domain name. ID. If the ID already exists, we will update the redirect instead of creating a new one. If it's empty, we will create a new redirection. Matching. This column corresponds to the match type field in Rank Math's Redirection Manager. The accepted values are exact, contains, start, end, and regex, which stands for regular expressions. Type. The accepted values are 301, 302, 307, 410, and 451. Rank Math by default considers the status to be 301. Make sure not to have any URLs in the target field if you choose 410, as this code means content deleted. Learn more about redirection types in the video that's on the card. Category. This can help organize your redirections to easily manage them later. If you add a category under this column that you hadn't created in your website, Rank Math will create a new one. And status, which accepts the values active and inactive. Blank fields are considered active by default. You can arrange the columns in any order. To delete an existing redirect, write delete in all caps, since this is case sensitive, under the destination column. To add several source URLs to the same destination, just add new source URLs in new lines and repeat the destination. You can also do that in the CSV file by adding the value in the JSON format. The value must be an array of objects with pattern and comparison properties. In case you want to read about creating and editing redirects using CSV for other use cases, check out the detailed knowledge base article that we've linked to in the description. Let's download the spreadsheet in CSV file and return to WordPress. Open Rank Math's Redirections Manager and click on Import and Export at the top. In the Import tab, click on Choose a File, select from your computer, and click on the Import CSV button. The process will begin immediately. If this tutorial helped you, give it a like. If you have any questions, click on the link in the description to open a free support ticket. You can find more tutorials in our knowledge base at rankmath.com/kb.